Hi class, today we're going to be going over Introduction to Fractions. Make sure you follow along with the study guide you got in class today. The numbers on the study guide follow the numbers in the video, so you'll know right where we are. Let's first look at the definition of a fraction. A fraction is two quantities, a over b, that shows how much of a whole we have. Let's look at some fractions that we may see in real life. Pizza can be an example of fractions. It starts as one whole pizza, and as pieces are eaten, we are left with a fraction of a pizza. We can also see fractions in recipes. Baking and cooking call for different measurements, such as 1/2 cup, 1/4 cup, 1/3 cup, or 1/8 cup. Fruit can also be an example of a fraction. We can see that oranges are split into different sections, making this fractions. If you can think of any more examples, add them to your study guide. Now let's discuss the parts of a fraction. We can see that a fraction has two different parts, a and b. The numerator is located above the line in a fraction. The definition tells us that the numerator tells how many parts we have. If we look at the example here, we have a pizza. The pizza is cut into 4 equal slices. One piece is missing, leaving us with 3 pieces out of 4. We know that the numerator indicates how many parts we have. So in this fraction, the number of parts we have is 3, making the fraction 3/4, and the numerator is 3. Now let's move on to the second part of the fraction. The second part of the fraction is the denominator. It is located below the line in a fraction. The definition of a denominator is it tells us how many equal parts the item is divided into. If we look at the same example as before, we can see that the pizza is divided into 4 equal parts. We know the denominator is how many equal parts the item is divided into. So therefore, the denominator in this fraction is 4. Now let's look at a few more examples. Here we have a fraction, and we can see that it is split into 5 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's count the number of parts we have shaded in. 1, 2, 3, 4. The numerator is the number of parts we have and is located above the fraction line. So in this fraction, 4 is the numerator. The denominator is the number of equal parts in the whole item and is located below the fraction line. And in this fraction is 5, making this fraction 4/5. Let's look at one last example. We have 1, 2, 3 equal parts, making 3 the denominator. And we have 2 parts of 3 shaded in, 1, 2, making 2 the numerator. The final fraction is 2/3. Remember to finish the last 4 problems on your study guide. Fill in the missing numerators or the missing denominators in each of the 4 fractions. If you have any questions from the study guide, remember to write down the number and bring your questions to class tomorrow. We will be going over the study guide and doing stations on fractions.